Welcome to volumes of spheres. So we're not going to talk the surface area, we're just going to talk about the volume of a sphere. So the formula we have here is 4/3 pi r cubed. Now just like I talked to you in the last video, we're not going to take and divide 4 divided by 3 to get a decimal. We're going to take 4 times the pi and the radius cubed, and then we're going to take that whole answer and divide by 3. That's going to be the best way to get your most exact answer using your calculator. Either that, or of course, if you have the fraction button, just use your fraction button to do 4/3 times your pi, then times your radius cubed. So let's go ahead and start this. So here's our sphere. This one, yes, I did change it to be I wanted to find volume of the sphere. We're going to round to the nearest tenth, so notice we're staying pretty consistent with doing nearest tenth. Oops. Okay, so our formula is 4/3 pi r cubed, so we do 4/3 times pi. Our radius here is 4, and we want to cube it. So please remember order of operations. We have to cube that 4 first. So we're going to take 4 times pi, and then 4 cubed is 64. And we're going to divide all that by 3. So first thing I do is take the 4 times pi times 64, which gives me 804.2. And then I'm going to take that and divide it by 3. And once I divide it by 3, I get 268.1. And for the unit, since this is volume, it would be inches cubed. So again, we are splitting apart the 4/3. I'm putting the 4 on top, taking 4 times your pi times your 4 cubed, and then dividing that by 3. So let's go ahead and try the next example. So our next example here is we have a hemisphere. So hemisphere, remember, is half of a sphere. So again, it's still 4/3 pi r cubed. So 4/3 times pi. Our radius in this case is 3, because if you notice how the line goes all the way, how the line goes all the way across. If the line goes all the way across, no matter where that number is, that means that is your diameter. So then our radius here would be 3. So again, I'm going to figure out that 3 cubed is 27. So 4 times pi times 27, then divide that by 3. So 4 times pi times 27 was 339.3. And then I'm going to divide that by 3. And then I get 113.1. So that's the volume of the whole sphere. From there, I'm going to have to divide it by 2 because this is half of a sphere, and I get 56.6. That is your answer. Of course, for a unit, feet cubed. Our last example here, you might have one, maybe 2 of these problems. It says, find the volume of a sphere with a great circle circumference of 30 pi. Round to the nearest tenth. So a great circle is this circle that you see going around here. So when we're talking circumference, please remember circumference, the easy version is pi times diameter. So if my circumference is 30 pi, remember I replaced the c with 30 pi, and to keep pi times diameter, what makes it really easy is the pi drops off, so that means 30 is my diameter, which makes my radius 15. Now I can finally find the volume of this sphere and do 4/3 times pi times the radius cubed, which would be 15 cubed. So my 15 cubed is 3,375. So then I take my 4 times pi times 3,375, which gives me 42,411.5. Then divide that by 3, and then I get 14,137.2, and this would be centimeters cubed. So why don't you go ahead and try the questions in the Google Classroom, and we'll see how that goes. If you have some issues on that, why don't you wait till I make some comments on your homework, and then you can get it correct on the final assignment.